Cooking with the microwave live on that YouTube. Welcome to another show. Hey man, we
What up,
appreciate
though?
everybody tapping in. Everybody gonna tap in. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Not a lot of time to talk about it. We gonna do our thug this way as usual. We got the man behind the plan, the big bro, Big Mo. What you know?
What up, bro? Still trying to
What's
wake it
goody
up.
with you, man?
Still trying to wake it up. Still trying to wake it up.
We about an hour and a half earlier than we were last week. We couldn't remember, y'all. The show is moving to Wednesdays. We couldn't move the show this week. We had conflicted schedule. Oh shit! I left my refrigerator open. My little mini fridge. But anyway, here we are. Here we are. Another Sunday fun day. We got 2 games in the books for the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? We got some football news to talk about. A lot of trades going on, or a couple trades going on, a couple signings. You know, we'll get into all of that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But first, we definitely got to jump into the NBA Finals talk. We're gonna have Chief Rock on here with us too whenever he tap in. There you go. There you go. We got my pops, host of the recap show. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Go and get it off your chest, bro. Go ahead and get it off your chest. Go ahead and get it out the way now.
Look at him. What up, Chief?
Get it off your chest, Chief.
I remember last Sunday when I came on, the first thing was said was, "Man, you don't look like you enthused about this. What's wrong with you?" Nah, I was just getting my game. I was getting my game face on, man.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah, I was getting my game face on. You know what I'm saying? I had the Musa before I, really started talking and shit. You know what I'm saying? But as the show went along, you seen what happened, right? Somebody bet me that they gonna win in 5.
No. We bet on the series. We bet on the series. Go back. I got to take it. Go back 57 seconds and 57 minutes and 11 seconds. We bet on the series.
Microwave, could y'all pull that tape up right now and play that motherfucking? Because I could have swear to God, Mo said
hold on.
The Spurs in 5.
Yeah, that was my prediction. That was my prediction, but the bet was the series. Listen, if you want to call me on the bet, then so be it. No. If y'all vote on that, I got the tape now.
No, we ain't gonna vote on it. We ain't gonna vote on it because I don't doubt no man, because I'm not scared of either one, because you know why? That shit done, man. It's done, man. You know, we didn't touch their motherfucking heart.
The series? You think the series over with?
Oh, it's over, man.
You think it's over with after 2 wins?
It's done. It's
done. You remember what year was this? What year was this, Fish? So
okay.
Miami went up 2 games on Dallas in the finals. Remember that?
Lost 4 straight.
And lost 4 straight.
Yeah. Oh, so you want to put some money on that we lose 4 straight?
Nah, I ain't gonna put no money on that. What I am gonna say is it ain't over with.
I'm
it ain't over, nigga.
I'm just, you see what this shirt say right here? This for all y'all motherfuckers. Love never hate. So if you don't love me and you hate me, always remember, I'm a lovable motherfucking person. You know what I'm saying? So don't hate me and don't hate my team.
Oh my God.
All these haters
this nigga finna be intolerable. They finna be intolerable.
He said that. He said
they
that.
Finna be intolerable.
I went to his crib yesterday, Mo.
Yeah.
I said, yo, you rocking with us tomorrow, right? He said, man, these motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to take me tomorrow, Paul. They ain't gonna be able to stand me tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we knew what time it was. Hey, but it's gonna be 2 people, because I remember somebody on this show walking off the set when I mentioned Jalen Brunson being the best player in this series. It's somebody with a polo hat and a polo shirt on that walked off the set.
Talking about the birthday guy?
It was birthday last week. He was spelling himself. You know, he got up and walked off because, you know, and I mentioned it. I mentioned about the fact that Jalen Brunson being the best closer is why I pushed him ahead of Wemby as being the best player on
that don't mean he's the best player, bro, on the court. That don't mean that.
Hey,
don't
he the one you want to have the ball in his hands in the fourth quarter.
Okay, all right, let's get into the game. Let's just go ahead and get into the game. It is what it is. We ready to get into the game?
Which one? Game 1 or game 2? Which one?
Hey, whatever y'all want to do. Whatever y'all want to do.
Let's talk about it collectively. So we'll go back to game 1. Game 1 was Now, I didn't get a chance to watch much of that game. We got a power issue going on at the crib. We had to go to Applebee's to try to catch the game and all that stuff. So I ended up leaving like in the middle of the third quarter. The Knicks were behind. We saw Jalen Brunson go out with a ankle injury, a knee injury.
Yeah.
He came back in the game, and he did his thing in clutch moments as usual, man. You know, and that was one of those experience and preservation over youth type of games that I felt like it was, because it looked like for all due purposes the Spurs were going to win that game. But the Knicks, man, they don't get scared when they down. It don't matter what quarter that they're in. It seems like they expect to win. They just expect to win.
How many
and they play
seconds
that way.
left, or either how many seconds left? It never fit. You know what it is, man? Basketball always been a grown man's game. Because me and the brother was talking about it yesterday, right? Big time baller from Jersey. It's always was a grown man game, right? As youth, Microwave, you know, we used to always play basketball outside. These new Negroes that they play always inside, man. We played in a hot 100-degree sun out on the fucking asphalt or whatever type of turf they had on there, right? And the older cats used to come out there. We'd be like, oh, man, we're going to run all over these motherfuckers. Bang, bang, bang. And what happened? They banged us up, and we went home with an L. You know what I'm saying? We played 4-5 games, ain't beat these motherfuckers all day. That's what it's like right now. These young boys got all the talent, all the spunk and all that. But you know what happened? I seen the game too. We taking it out of them. Harper pumping his chest up. At the end of the game, where he was at? Holding that ankle, right? What's the other cat name? Castle. Castle on the bench about to cry. You know what I'm saying? When they come to Madison Square Garden, it's gonna be like a billion motherfuckers inside, outside the arena, right? And what did we say about the fans taking over the stadium in San Antonio? They took them color ass motherfucking shirts off, didn't they? Because there was too much motherfucking orange and blue in there. Too much orange and blue in there. You know what I'm saying? Too much celebrity status in there. The nuns was about to take off their fucking headpiece because they were sick and tired of the bullshit that they were saying. You know what I'm saying? So this is my thing, right? I'm saying it's over because they're trying to beat us up, trying to get us to fight them and all that, and we're not pulling into none of that shit. All we doing is hitting them, knocking them on their ass, and letting them know that we just as good as you are. I don't give a fuck what the paper says. Play now. Play us right now, and just let us know who better.
You do realize that the Knicks ain't but a couple plays away from being 0-2 right now. You know that, right? A fluke turnover, you know what I'm saying? A couple free throws away from being 0-2. Listen, salute to the Knicks, man, because I'm gonna tell you why they winning. Right now, New York is just a little bit more efficient than San Antonio. But the one thing that do scare me about the Knicks is Jalen Brunson is 34% right now. He finna go home. Yeah. Game 3 could be a fucking blowout in the Knicks' favor. It could be, right? But what's happening with San Antonio is right now, Wemby tall as fuck, and everybody like, okay, he got handles for his size. You know, he a great shooter for his size, but his size ultimately gives him that advantage on defense right now. And the Knicks is able to take him off his spots. He ain't figured that shit out just yet. He figured that out. He figured that out. If he figured that out, then okay, now we may have a different kind of series if they can keep pressure on Brunson. But it's hard. It's going to be hard for me to believe that Brunson is going to stay shooting at 34% throughout this series, especially going back to the crib. So what's wrong about the Knicks? I'm gonna go on record. What time is it? Where we
10:41 Eastern.
Where we at in the show right now? We got to be about a good
10 minutes.
10 minutes into the show. 10 minutes into the show, I'm going on record and say, you know what? I miscalculated the Knicks. Chief Rocker, talk your shit. I'll bow down to that. It ain't over though.
Hey, you know what, man?
You still got a whole half a series to go.
As long as we don't have two people interfering in the game. Foster and Brothers. Foster and Brothers. If they're not in the game, we ain't got to worry about it. Because they they was letting San Antonio beat up Cat and
Brunson.
Both.
You notice after game one, even though the Knicks won the game, Jalen Brunson spent like the first 2 minutes getting in Scott Foster's ass after the game. Pause.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, you got to give me these calls. Like, yo, why you not giving me these calls? And you know what, Chief? And Mo, I had said this, Mo. I said one of the things that I was looking at with Stephon Castle was his aggressiveness on defense. It's almost the same thing with him and Cat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, Cat, he gets a lot of stupid fouls. Stephon Castle, he gets stupid fouls only because of the ball ain't even crossed half court yet, and your defense is so aggressive. You make the wrong move, especially with veteran players. You know what I'm saying? You might draw a cheap foul, and I believe like in game 2, he was on the bench with like 8 minutes to go in the second quarter, and they don't have him for the rest of the half. You know what I'm saying? And shouts out to a former Cincinnati award winner. I believe he's won at least 1 or 2 Cincinnati's. Karl-Anthony Towns.
It is
Dude been balling. Been balling, like for real. And
hold up.
He was gonna be the X factor to me in this series because
he killing
just
them
like
boards
Castle,
last night.
He's killing them boards. He's pulling Wemby away from the paint, like Chief Rocket said he was going to. He's pulling him away from the paint, and he's also getting by him. You know what I'm saying? And Karl is he's a stocky dude. So Wemby, once he gets past him, a good step or 2 in front of him, and it's really nothing Wemby's gonna be able to do. And you got to give shouts out to the big cat, man. He been playing like, when we seen the finals last year or the year Boston won, you said, okay, you might see Tatum winning it, you may see Jaylen Brown winning MVP. It's another one of those series so far where it's like, I don't know. You can say Brunson so far will be the MVP, but you can also say Cat will be the MVP.
Nah, right now Cat the MVP. If Brunson keeps shooting the way he's shooting, and listen, if they win this series, that'd be one of the most legendary clutch moments in finals history with Jalen Brunson. But right now, statistically, the way the game been going, and with Cat doing not only on the offensive side but on the defensive side with Wemby, he got to be the MVP right now. But what the fuck happened at the end of that game, though, bro? That's what I'm talking about.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Look at your boy.
Yeah.
What happened, Chief?
Y'all keep forgetting about what happened was he told that young boy, you ain't scared of me, motherfucker. I score on anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's OG attitude. The whole series. He wasn't scared he ain't scared to take it to the hole. Like OKC. OKC was playing like a bunch of bitches. Even though they had 2 key injuries, they was playing like bitches. They still had enough to beat them. Chet sold out. He checked out. Only person played to me was Shea and Caruso. The rest of the motherfuckers checked out against them. But I'm going to tell you something. A key factor, and ain't nobody talking about it, and where's Stephen A. bitch ass is listening to the show. He said that Mitchell Robinson, him and a bunch of other media, if he don't play, he's a little bitch. Okay, what did Mitch do? Mitch came out game 1, slamming, rebounding, playing tough D on Wemby, and he did it in game 2. He was on Wemby on the game last shot. Wemby, 7-4, he had to lean back like he was shooting a fadeaway like Patrick Ewing used to do back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, I'm going to tell you what it is, right? I don't like to beat my chest, but I told Microwave and a lot of other people, if we beat them game 1, we will win this series in 4.
You out your goddamn mind now, Chief. Listen, you're not sweeping. You're not. That's not happening. You're not sweeping. You're not sweeping. You're not sweeping, bro.
It ain't gonna.
San Antonio is too good. They are too good for y'all to sweep them.
Okay.
Now, I said it was too good to go down 2 games at home, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, but I don't see no sweep happening. I'll put another dub on that.
You see them winning in Madison Square Garden.
I don't see them sweeping. I see you asking me if I see San Antonio winning the game.
My question. Answer my question.
If I see San Antonio winning the game in Madison Square Garden, yeah.
Okay. Let's put a dub on that. Yeah, we gonna.
All right, we got it. Where we at? Where we at in the show? How much time we in right now?
About 15 minutes.
We 15 minutes in, and I done conceded and put another bet down.
Right.
I may be what today. Right. I may be what.
Right. Y'all adding to the Chief Rocker educational fund.
Boy, y'all had a lot of fans out there, boy. It was a lot of fans at that game.
We told y'all. See,
I was wrong about that. It was y'all talking about they gonna take over the damn stadium, take over the arena.
They did.
Ain't no damn thing. They just won, and they just happened to be quite a few of them in there.
And a lot of
Antonio got their fans.
Antonio, man.
Look, watch this down the damn stretch. You was a half a damn second away from losing the damn game. That shot right there, that killed them right there.
I'm telling you, man.
That's crazy. That damn Brunson, boy.
I don't know who you want.
Look at this shit right here. This miscommunication right here.
Whoop.
Changed everything.
You know where that come from, bro?
Not only did you get a turnover, but then you fouled him. Now you go to the line knowing he money from the line.
But you know
and
what?
he still got a good look.
All y'all talked about was San Antonio defense, but y'all never talked about the Knicks defense. Y'all never talked about our defense.
We talked about the Knicks defense the whole damn show last week.
No, you
They
didn't.
Dogs. They dogs. I give you that.
Okay, I
They
hear
some
you saying that
dogs.
today.
They
But
some
I'm gonna
dogs.
have to take the cotton out my ear or the sugar daddies out to hear about
Get
last
them
week.
sugar
So I'm
daddies
gonna
out
have
your ear.
Send
Listen,
me last week's show
do
so
you
I
remember
can
this
study
though,
that
Chief?
motherfucker.
You remember me
Yeah.
telling y'all, sitting right here where I'm sitting right now, when I said
Mhm.
the Spurs will win in 5, but it's going to be 5 very close games. Every game is going to be tight. I call tight games, right?
Is they still gonna win?
I'm wrong about yeah. They're gonna win. They're still winning 5.
Mathematically impossible. Mathematically impossible. Your prediction is already kaput.
Yeah, I can see one of those goddamn songs coming up at the end of the show.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what. If you want to see the Knicks sweep the Spurs,
Yeah.
Jalen Brun's field goal percentage is going to have to go up. Josh Hart can't give you 18 minutes with 0 points. And Josh Hart, when he get home, that's another scary element too. 0 points in 18 minutes.
He don't do that.
He gonna give you something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Home
give
is
you
a whole
something, but-
different treatment, bro.
Role
You know why?
players play better at home.
Home is a whole different treatment, man. And you know who killed them when Brunson got hurt the first game? Alvarado. He came in, they cut that
he
14-point
was balling.
lead down. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't scared of Wemby. He took Wemby to the hole and got one off the board on him and shit, man. So I'm like this, man. The Knicks had a game plan. And Shaman, y'all forgot. Shaman said the plays are still the same. They're pop plays. Because he was calling out plays on the court. So they know some of the shit they run. When they get in set, they know what they running. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're going to have to change up some shit they come to the guard.
You know they are. They down 0-2.
First,
They
first
down
they gonna have to
0-2. They
go to
finna switch up
Wizards.
their game plan.
They're going to have to go see the Wizards to get some heart. Then 2, they're going to have to bring their motherfucking game out there because the game was lost. Because I've seen a lot of bricks. They was making a lot of houses out that motherfucker between Castle and Vassal. The other young Champini or Pudini, he was doing his thing, yeah, but he get lost in the second half. He another Paul George get lost in the second half. He had a good first half. That second half, that
He wasn't
motherfucker.
he wasn't even really taking that many shots. And I feel like they trying to force it to win. Because in that situation with the game on the line, I feel like Dylan Harper should have been the one taking that last shot. You know what I'm saying? Wemby, as great as he is, I worry about his shot selection at times. There's times where, he can hit the three, but there's times where he's taking threes and you shouldn't have took that shot. And there's other times where he doesn't position himself close enough to the basket to where he's going to be dominant. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the Knicks are physical. I understand, it takes a lot out of you physically and with your energy to be down there banging in the post with the big guys, with Mitchell Robinson and Karl Anthony Towns and Anunobys and stuff like that. But at the same time, his best bet is when he's closer to the basket. But he doesn't have any go-to moves. I told you about that, man. So when you don't have a go-to move, you just going off of your athleticism and your superior talent. You know what I'm saying? But it's not always going to work. When all else fails, you're going to revert back to what you know. And when all else failed, he went and took a jump shot.
This the mistake we make, bro. This the mistake we make too often. Now you looking at this series and you see the Knicks up 2-0, winning in San Antonio, right? Don't act like they just went in there and blew them boys out, man. Let's not do that because it's a few little elements. It's a few little elements that could have shifted this shit. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Okay, that's out the window. But the series is still the series, and it's time. It's time to see De'Aaron Fox start running the offense through him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Start switching this shit up because you know what? You know how they gonna come for Wemby. You're gonna get him off his spots, and
Fox been playing terrible since he came back.
Yeah, it's time for. I need to see him step up. I need to see him step the fuck up because you know you finna go back to New York. You're gonna get more from Josh Hart. You're gonna get more from Jalen Brunson. You already seen what they can do when they not at full speed. It's time. It's time for some of these players.
What's good about the Knicks is, and a lot of people is not really realizing it is, right? We don't have to depend on Brunson. We don't have to depend on Cat all the time. Look at a man that we gave up 5 draft picks for, first rounders for.
Bridges
came through the other night, kept us in the game. You know, and you said we haven't blown them away. Well, first game we beat them by 11. The second game
that ain't a blowout. Come on, man, that ain't a blowout.
I'm not saying it was double figures though.
Yeah, but goddamn, now you talking about them last 30 fucking seconds, them little garbage points. Come on, man.
Game two, we had about 14 late in the game. And
Wemby came out there and made a miss.
No. It wasn't about Wemby. It was about us missing fucking shots we shouldn't have been taking. We took 4 3-pointers that we shouldn't have been taking. We should have kept moving the ball around until we got an open spot.
Y'all been doing that shit the whole playoffs. Y'all been doing that the whole playoffs. Taking them wild ass. Y'all been doing that all season, really. Yeah, for the most part, they go down. You know what I'm saying? But it's been working. And you did it this in this series, and it just didn't work out like that. That's what the NBA look like nowadays.
Well, you know what I think.
This matchup is a whole lot. What's up, man? Go ahead and talk your shit.
You know what I figured out about you?
What?
You one of those in the closet haters. You know what I'm saying? You
ain't shit about me in the closet, bro.
You hate, and then you run in the closet, and then you come back out and throw another shot here, there, and then go back in the closet. I be like, goddamn, Mo, stay out here and take this fight, man. Fight for the game, baby.
What, you want me to be a Knicks fan? You want me to be a Knicks fan? Listen.
You gonna be one. I got a hat for you. Man, wait, hold up.
I unplug your goddamn mic. Listen.
How you not a Knicks fan? How you not a Knicks fan? And they used to practice at Charleston for years.
I don't live in Charleston. I don't live in Charleston.
Close to it. You close to it.
Listen, but I ain't there. I'm upstate Carolina.
A lot of South Carolinians, right, are Knicks fans because the Knicks used to do they before the season training in Charleston. You know what I'm saying? So
they ain't got shit to do with me, Chief. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
I know deep down in your heart, man, you got blue and orange, floating around your blood cells, but it's all good.
Hey, listen, it's all about that purple and gold. It's all about them Los Angeles Lakers. You know what it is, man. Listen, listen. The Knicks have done this to y'all before, so calm down. I don't want to see you get hurt.
They've never been up 2-0 in the finals.
Yeah, all right. Listen, it's a long way to 4. It's a long way to 4. It is not over.
It is a long way to. It is a long way to 4, but they literally can give a game away, and still they have home court advantage.
That's that shit right there that you're talking. That's the shit that'll get your heart broke.
No, I'm saying.
But tell me something. All they
had to do was go into San Antonio and get 1 game. They went in there and they got 2 games. You know what I'm saying? They haven't lost since like April. They haven't lost a game since like
Good
April.
For them.
So, I mean, you got to give them credit. You got to give them credit. And you can say a couple plays here, a couple plays there, but that's what we're talking about, Mo. That's what we're talking about with the experience versus the youth. Now, I'm a firm believer. Now that people say, young guys, young teams, they got to take their lumps and all that stuff. And I was always a component of, all right, well, when do they take their lumps? Do they got to take it against OKC, or do they got to take it against somebody in one of the other rounds, Minnesota or whatever? Or can they make it to the finals and then that be when they take their lumps? I mean, they could have really won either one of these first 2 games, but at the end of the day, they lost them both. So here's where I think the Spurs screwed the pooch, for lack of better terms. After game 1, Wemby and Castle come out and say, I think we're the better team. They should have learned from Cleveland, from the Cleveland Cavaliers dumbasses, from the coach Kenny Atkinson coming out and saying, well, we're down 3-0, but technically we won. If you look at the advanced metrics, we won 2 of the first 3 games. And then after they lost in 4, James Harden talking about, I still think we're the better team. Yo, give them credit. Give them credit. And I never heard of Popovich then this is Mitch Johnson's team now, but I've never heard a Spurs coach by Greg Popovich say things like that. You know, you at the end of the day, whether you think you're the better team or not, you only have to not be the better team 4 times. Okay, so instead of they should have been giving the Knicks more of their credit as opposed to saying, well, it's not really them, it's really us. It's not really them, it's really us. And then you come out and you lose the next game at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, humble yourself.
I don't.
Sit down. Hold up. Lil, bitch. Come on now.
Let me say this, Fish. Let me say this. I don't believe in all that chalkboard material bullshit. These are professional athletes. Once you out there, you go out there and you do what you got to do. The Knicks have just played better basketball. Plain and simple. They've been more efficient. They more aggressive on defense, and they put more fucking shots in the bucket. Simple as that. You got to adjust. You got to adapt. You got to go into a hostile environment and try to get a goddamn game or two. You got no choice. It's that simple. They didn't go out there and win because the Spurs was talking shit. You know what I'm saying? I agree. If they go up 3-0, it's over with. I'm done. I ain't even coming on no more. You and Chief, y'all do this shit. They go up 3-0. All right, everything I said, you know, that's a wash. Yeah, ain't nobody finna make history this series.
I don't know, man. I've been hearing some people say this. Sometimes you look at team and you like, all right, you know, that was a team of destiny, man. And it seems like this is what the Knicks have this year. Like you know what? Karl-Anthony Towns is stepping up because he know good and damn well. And Chief, you said it too. You said if we win, we still getting rid of Cat. Cat like nah. Cat like nah, man. Nah, they're not getting rid of me. I'm staying here.
I agree with RC. He's the MVP right now, bro.
Yeah, he is. I agree with RC. They're not playing with their food. You know what I'm saying? You got to also think about this. How is this team going to be able to be kept together? Because Jalen Brunson about to get paid. He gave them he took less money when he first came there. He's not going to take less money this time. What?
They already putting the proposal up for him. You know what I'm saying? But he told him wait until after the season. You know what I'm saying? To see how we gonna look. How we gonna look the next year? You know, but hold on. The reason I say sweet, because these boys, if you looked in their eyes after game 2 and you're home, if you looked in their eyes, if you looked at them walking to the locker room, they look like a beat down team. And you coming into the Garden is gonna be hostile. They're gonna be calling out your mama. They're gonna be calling out your aunt that's out there hoeing. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be calling everything in the motherfucking books, man. I used to hear it in Yankee Stadium all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. They're a good team. I'm gonna tell you what, they are a good team. They just gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that after this season, Pop is gonna get with Johnson, the coach, and they're gonna work on a lot of things, and they're gonna get better because they got the team. But De'Aaron Fox ain't gonna be there next year because that number 11 gonna take over for him next year. You know, he's not gonna be there, man. De'Aaron's a good ball player, but he's not for that team because they all young, and young boys don't want to hear what older guys got to say. They don't want to hear what older guys
De'Aaron Fox ain't that damn old now.
He's 27.
He's old enough.
He old enough, yeah. He old enough.
Yeah,
listen.
Compared to the rest of them on the team, he's 27.
Yeah,
but
20,
they got
20, 21, 22.
Yeah, they got a whole bunch of young guys, you know what I'm saying? So and then with De'Aaron Fox, his age and his contract, you just feel like they with Dylan Harper coming off the bench, you know, and then you got the Bryant kid who's a rookie. He's gonna get more playing time next year. If they find somebody that can take that contract, they're gonna get rid of De'Aaron Fox. And this is why you would have thought he would have came out and played better, because this is his chance. He's never been that far in the playoffs with Sacramento, and now he finds himself in a position where, you know, you're right there by the championship. But if you don't get it, you just might be one of them players who never get it. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with the Knicks, with what we see, the Spurs, and we know what the Spurs are going to be in the future and all that stuff. You know, OKC is going to come back because they still have all those assets to get themselves better.
Yeah, so they got a lot of picks.
You want to get it now. Like, there's no time better. Oh, well, if we don't get it this year, there's always next year. Nah, fuck all that shit. You get that shit now. And they're going out there and they're playing like that, like there's no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you got to give them all the credit in the world, because you would think, all right, well, they ran through everybody in the East, and then, oh, well, the Western Conference is better, and the East really no competition, and whoever the Knicks really played, and da. Well, now they playing the best team in the West, and they making light of them, man. They making light. Look at John Starks out there. You know what I'm saying? John Starks like, yo, y'all make up for my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? We lost to Houston in 7, and it was my fault. You know, like make it up for me, man. I want to be able to go in bars again in New York City. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to lift our head high in June. You know, hey, Jalen Brunson will never pay for a meal in New York ever again in his life.
He's a new Jeter. He's a new Jeter.
Calm down, man. Calm down. God damn. Listen, you know who Jalen Brunson is in New York? Jalen Brunson is Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
He had that sluggish start, and then he reemerged and made some noise.
He ain't had no sluggish start.
Not in New York, he didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yo, you talking about with Dallas? The only reason with Dallas was like that is because Jason Kidd wouldn't start him with Luka. He thought Luka was everything. When Luka got hurt, who led them in the playoffs?
Jalen Brunson.
All right, then.
See, listen.
Case closed.
Knox making sense. It's 0-0 till we get the trophy. Calm the fuck down. Listen to your boy. Listen to your DJ. Listen to your DJ. Calm down.
Hold up. Time out.
Listen to your DJ.
Carl Anthony Towns said that at game one. After game one, while the Spurs were out there saying they think they're the better team, Carl Anthony Towns was like, nah, man, the next game is just as important as the first game.
Let me say this. Out of all New York fans that listen to these podcasts or do podcasts, I'm the oldest and the longest Knicks fan ever. I've seen the 2 championships they won. I've seen the other 3 that they went to, because they played the Lakers 3 championship games. They lost one back in 74 or something like that, 75.
You know they ain't
But anyway, I've seen all this shit. And by me being the oldest statement, 50-something years, I should be able to say that they're going to sweep and we're going to take this shit right now.
That shit sound crazy as hell.
We're not going
you
back
sound
to
crazy as hell, Chief. You're not sweeping. You're not sweeping the Spurs, bro.
We already got 20 on it.
Yeah, we got 20 on it. We got 20 on it.
You saying that because you don't want to be wrong. But you know what? What that song was, loving. If loving with you was wrong, I don't want to be right.
Sing it, Chief. Sing it, nigga.
You need to put that on your playlist and shit. You know
hey, RC said Cat is more like Sam Darnold, and I agree with him on that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that one. Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, zesty ass Cat.
But you know what? I like how Cat feeling, because he took everything into his mom. He probably talked to his mom. I talk to my mom sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? People say, "Oh, you crazy?" No, you ain't crazy. You sit here and you think about somebody you loved and they gone. You sit here and they hear you, and you can feel them in the room. So Cat is feeling mom. He feeling moms right now.
You saw him looking up in the sky. I saw him a couple times looking up to the heavens. You know what I'm saying? He had lost his mom and his grandmom during COVID. So
that was rough.
I'm happy for him too, because to be somebody that normally at the butt of everybody jokes, you know what I'm saying? You love to see them have their time to shine. Also, that's how I felt about James Harden. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, James Harden, man, we've been making fun of you for years, dog. Like, come on, man, do something. He reverted back to the old James Harden, but I'm glad to see Cat is doing his thing. And if he continues playing like the way he's playing, man, the Spurs don't have a chance.
Let me tell you something. If the Knicks win when the Knicks win tomorrow night, and we close it out Wednesday, y'all ain't got shit to say to me no more. You know that? And I want each one of y'all to come on the show one at a time, so I can school you just like they did in school. You know what I'm saying? Put an apple on the desk and got my ruler hitting on it. All right now, Moses. I call you Moses. I didn't know that. Maurice. All right, Maurice. Now you sat back and you said that San Antonio was going to kill us because we don't play nobody in the East. Now, what do you have to say to your teacher?
See how he gassed that shit up a little bit. See how he put a little extra shit on there. Throwing shit on there that I ain't saying. It is what it is. Listen, believe it or not, Chief, I'm happy for New York. Y'all needed something to celebrate in the sports world.
I'm too.
The Giants ain't been shit. You know what I'm saying? The Jets ain't been shit.
We're going to be something this year. Bring San Fran over there. Your little raggedy ass golden no, what I call them? Cheese and wine eating motherfuckers. Come on, we waiting for you.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm happy for Knicks fans right now. It's fun. It's fun watching Knicks fans, act the fool behind this shit. Y'all gonna tear the city up if y'all win, but it ain't gonna be no sweep though.
I was over at Brother House yesterday.
I hope not.
And you talking about Knicks fan? Because he used to be a great basketball player himself, right?
Oh, yeah.
Talking about Knicks fan. This motherfucker said, "We are not going back to San Antonio. I guarantee." And I told him, I said, "There's a couple of brothers that they gonna say you wrong, but if you come on my show Monday, man, you can do the same motherfucking thing. We can let everybody know that tomorrow night is gonna be Hollywood on the basketball court, not in the stands, on the basketball court, because we are gonna take you out on a movie venture, and we're gonna end it with go home. You ain't got. I'm
gonna stay up for this one. I'm gonna stay up for this game.
Stay up.
I'm gonna stay up. I'll be in the bed by 9 o'clock, but I'm gonna stay up for this one.
Yeah. Drink you some milk and sit back in your lazy boy, but don't go to sleep, all right?
Milk. Get some milk. All right. I'm gonna drink me some beet juice and some wine.
I told you.
I'm gonna stay up.
That sounds like 49ers all the way right there. Beat some wine.
So the RC's last comment that you just flashed, Mo, like you said, the Knicks been making teams quit in the playoffs. Will the Spurs quit if they lose game 3?
No. The Spurs ain't quit yet. The Spurs, listen, Knicks they've been making Wemby uncomfortable. And shout out to Wemby, man. I mean, make no mistake about it. Game 2, they had him out there, trying to figure it out. And in that second half, he figured it out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't no quit in them. I don't see no quit in them. But listen, even if they lose game 3, I don't see them just going out like that. They're gonna have to. They've been showing heart the whole playoffs, and I don't see that changing now. But goddamn, it'd be hard.
With them, they're young and dumb. I think they're dumb enough just to be down 0-3 and still feel like they got a shot to win the series. Yeah. So, or
as
at least to try to. Oh, we got to start. We're gonna take one game, and we're gonna take another game. Yeah, Raider Cav, no quit.
Raider Cav, where the hell you at? I need you today. I need your help, man. Goddamn.
See, that's the thing about it, man.
You got me up here with these damn Knicks fans trying to defend your boys.
That's the thing about it, man.
All right, Raider Cav, he got his head under the covers. He just cut out holes for his eye and a hole for his nose.
Nah, Cav got to tap in. I need you to tap in. Come on, shit.
Raider Cav, you got the link. Come on up here.
You got to tap in, brother.
Come on up here, Raider Cav. The same link I sent to you last week. Come on up in here. If you're not on the road, he be on the road.
Who's gonna be singing? You know who's gonna sing the national anthem tomorrow?
Who was that?
Clyde. Well, Clyde Frazier. He's gonna get out there and sing the national anthem.
Can he sing for real, or he just out there just because he a Knick?
No, he gonna sing that national anthem.
Use the same link, Raider Cav. Use the same link.
When I beat the Lakers those 2 times in 70.
That's good.
Hey man, I swear I hope that orange dude don't fuck up the feng shui, man. Because he supposed to be in attendance for game.
Yeah. They're gonna have to have him in the mouth. They're gonna have him in the suite because
he got to be in the suite.
You know, one of them New York fans gonna throw something at him.
Listen, he got too many hitters after him. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit me nowhere beside him. If I'm a Knicks fan and I'm in the stadium, listen, he got to be over there somewhere. Don't put me beside that, man. Because his hitters.
They got to put him in the suite because he got to have the Secret Service right there by him. So they got to
they'll put the Secret Service out there in the damn stands. They'll be right there in the stands with him. So it's like, listen, don't do me like that.
But my thing is, why is you coming anyway? You ain't no true fan, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I hate this motherfucker. And I'm on YouTube, and I hope they hear me saying this shit. And to come on tomorrow morning, 10 to 1. You come on the show tomorrow morning, 10 to 1, and shit, check me out. Secret Service, all that shit.
We got Raider Cav.
Raider Cav.
Oh, we got Spurs.
What's up, fam? What's up?
What up, Raider Cav?
Listen, the floor is yours, brother.
Hey, man, listen. First of all, let me do this. Chief, I really got to give you Knicks a lot of credit. I didn't think that you guys would be as effective as you have been, and I got to give you props. You won 2 games in San Antonio. I didn't think that would be possible, but the Knicks are definitely playing the way they should play in order to get over what San Antonio has to offer right now.
Right. Yeah,
But here's
you
the
right
thing,
about
man.
that.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
One,
Yeah.
all this talk about what the mindset of the Spurs are as far as being too cocky, not giving them credit. That's what they are. They are. They don't understand that we can't do this. They don't understand that there's someone better than them, and that's the mindset you have to have if you're a champion.
Yeah.
Now, is that proper? Should say it out loud? Maybe they shouldn't, but that's who they are. So all this talk about them they should give the Knicks credit. They ain't doing that.
No, I
Okay.
never would say no shit like that.
Like Kevin Hart's daddy said, you're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn
But
about this
but they're not gonna learn.
You're gonna learn about this
but hold on.
today.
But fish, that's not what causing them to lose the game. What's causing them to lose these games is that they're not making plays the way they need to make in key spots.
Yeah, I got you on that.
That's all it is. Just like the Knicks are up 2 games, the Spurs could be up 2 games very easily. So when you're saying that this is a sweep, you're being premature. I understand it's going to be tough to win in New York. I get that. You're right. There's absolute no. Can this be a sweep? Yes, this could definitely be a sweep, but I don't see it because these games have been close. The Knicks have done what it took to win these games, but just as easily, it could have been 2-0 Spurs. Now you might not want to believe that,
but it's not. But it's not 2-0
you might.
Spurs. It's not 2-0 Spurs,
and I agree.
And yes, the game's been close. Well, game 1 was double digits, but you still would call it a close game. You still would call that a close game. But now the series shifts to New York. I don't think they're gonna sweep them, mainly because I want to see more basketball. But sweeping somebody in the finals is a hard thing to do. But I will say this: the Knicks, they've been blowing folks out. They haven't blown San Antonio out yet, but it doesn't mean it's not coming. It does not mean it's not coming. The Garden is going to be rough. We're gonna feel the energy out here in Atlanta that they're gonna have in the Garden. You're gonna feel that shit through the fucking TV. Like, it is going to get very, very difficult. It hadn't gotten that difficult for the Spurs yet. Now it's about to get real difficult because you can't go into New York turning the ball over like that. Like what you said is true, Kev. You're playing in key spots. You guys are making bad decisions and you guys are making mistakes. Right. And that's what those are what win and lose close games.
Everything you just said can be applied the other way around, Fish. Everything you just said can be applied the other way around. I get it. The Knicks got a 13-0 run in the playoffs right now, right? But, bro, listen, the Spurs just went in. You dealing with the champions. So that series went 7 games. You know what I'm saying? But don't think the Spurs ain't got that notch that they can turn it up. Because right now,
I know they can, but I told y'all they shot their low.
Neither team has really been super efficient. Make no mistake about that.
You two rooting for the Spurs. When I said last week that they shot their low when they beat OKC, y'all didn't want to listen to me.
I ain't say nothing. No. Ain't no shot. Listen, this shit right here. Listen, this Spurs team is just like this Knicks team. They ignorant enough to feel like, you know what, we finna go ahead and we finna go all the way with this thing. That dog is still in them. Shout out to the Knicks, man. They've been just a little bit more efficient than the Spurs and made a few more baskets. It's that simple.
Yep.
You know
it's that simple. It's that simple.
That right there is the reason why I refuse to see a sweep. Because both teams have left a lot on the table in these past 2 games. Right.
Well, and I will say this. I will say this too. Before I throw it to Chief, I will say this. In order for the Spurs to win this series, they're going to have to win 2 games in New York. Doesn't have to be these next 2, but they're going to have to win 2 games to get home court back. I just saw them win 2 games in OKC, so I'm not gonna rule it out. but I just don't think the Knicks are gonna play with their food. What you got, Chief?
Well, I went and brought a brand new motherfucking broom yesterday.
You ain't gonna need it.
Start sweeping tomorrow night. I'm gonna start sweeping tomorrow night. So when Wednesday come, I'm gonna be there swept up all the bullshit that came in Madison Square Garden, and I'm gonna be celebrating. And next week I will be holding up the goddamn trophy. All right, I got my own motherfucking trophy. I'll be holding that bitch up, and everybody can come on the show. Everybody can come on the show that following Monday. Y'all come on the show, and we just have a good old time, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna eat no cheese and wine like Mo do in San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? We don't celebrate a little bit, man. Get some Hennessy, whatever you like to drink and shit. And we just gonna toast to the boogie, man. San Antonio, good young team. Y'all just not ready for it this year. This is not your year. This is not your year. And Mo, I'm gonna make sure you get the broom when I finish sweeping it. I'm gonna send it to South Carolina.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, Chief. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me lower my voice and pull the mic a little closer to me.
Okay, do that.
If the New York
Barry
Knicks,
White, huh?
If the New York Knicks sweep the San Antonio Spurs, I would drive to Atlanta and jump on your podcast live.
Woo!
And go on my apology tour. They are not sweeping the San Antonio Spurs. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, gas it up.
Gas higher than the motherfucker right now. What's gas in Atlanta right now? About y'all at $4 yet?
Nah, like $3.89.
No, we
in the city.
Yeah, we $3.89 too.
Okay.
And Mo, last time we did a show together, we was at the golf course.
That's right.
And everybody left me and you on that motherfucker for a couple of hours.
They did. So, I still got the pictures.
When you do the gas up and come here, let's go next. Let's take this ass, sweep it on out of here. Because I want to see Mo here and
you might well go ahead and take that broom. You got your receipt for that broom?
Nah, I threw it away.
Nah, you're gonna need to dig that one out. Dig that up and go ahead and get that shit back. You ain't gonna need it.
So Raider Kev, what you need to see from your guys in order to turn this thing back around? Like what has to happen in game 3?
Well, I think for one thing, we need Fox to be more present in ball handling. Wemby needs to stop bringing this ball up. In this evolved in Game 7 of the OKC series, and it was a good idea because it put OKC in a different mindset of what he was going to do. They thought they knew what he was going to do, and then they carried that over into this series, and he just stopped. So first, we need to find who's starting the plays, who's taking the ball up. It starts there. That's a very simple fix. We need Fox to be more assertive in controlling this offense. I think he's the key. Okay. Then off of that, we need Wemby, and this is where look, I heard someone say that y'all talking about getting rid of Towns. Okay. Towns, he's really the key to stopping the Spurs. Because if he could defend Wemby in the post, that's a big difference. That takes a lot out of what we want to do. Right. Because Wemby wants to be more of a versatile outside-inside presence. That's not how we win the series. We win the series if he's able to dominate in the post.
I see you, Mo.
And that's what we need. That's what we need to see. We need to see him be more dominant in the post. But can he do that against Towns? And that's a big question because we haven't really seen a dominant Wemby in the post. Right. We haven't seen a dominant Wemby anywhere. Okay, but that starts with one of our guards, either Harper or Fox, starting our offense. Mm-hmm. Then things feed off of that. Right. See, I heard something Johnson said, and it kind of troubled me. He was asked the question, does he have a problem with the threes going up so quickly in the shot clock? And he said, well, we have to go and look at the film, and we have to see, but we're not shying, and this is what troubled me. We're not shying away from playing fast and shooting open threes. That is not how you win playoff games. That's a mistake. That's a mentality that you cannot feed to a young team like this. We need to have defined plays. We need to have a defined way of how we're going to get Wemby open shots. And then once we do that, everything feeds off of that. Castle gets more open shots. I can't say his name right now. Gets more open shots. You know what I'm saying? These guys get more open shots when we're able to focus the Knicks defense on Wemby. That's what I need them to. That's what I need to see. Now playing
Yeah.
fast when we have the opportunities, that's fine, but not every play. That's regular season play. You're not playing playoff basketball right now, and that's what troubles me.
They're not moving
Yeah,
the ball
I
around a
think you got
lot
to make
either.
it. You got to make. You can't let Cat and Jalen get going too early.
Right.
I mean, you got to figure out. You got to pick your poison, right? They got to be more aggressive with Cat. Maybe get him in some foul trouble or some shit like that. Because right now he holding that Finals MVP trophy, right?
Yep, he sure
You
is.
got to change that narrative. You got to get in there. You got to do that early. I
Let me ask y'all a question.
don't know
He's the
how
key to the
coach gonna
series.
strategize that shit, but he got to figure that one out because
Cat is the key to the series. If you really look
Yeah.
at it, all he has to do is cancel Wemby out, because I don't think the Spurs have anybody who's going to consistently be able to match the scoring that Jalen Brunson is going to bring on the other end for the Knicks. So if Cat can just continue to cancel out Wemby, then you got Brunson you got to worry about. You still got OG. It's death by 1,000 cuts. So I think the Spurs need to do a lot more. You need to pass the ball around a lot more, man. The ball has energy, and what happens is when you come down and there's one pass and then they're taking a shot, or the person coming down is taking a shot, or the person who's bringing the ball up the court is taking a shot, and there's still double digits on the shot clock. Like after a while, it's not about confidence, but it's also about people getting cold. After a while, somebody who may have been shooting the ball well, they haven't touched the ball in like 6-7 trips down the court, and they're running back and forth. After a while, you get tired, then you start missing shots. You know what I'm saying? The ball has energy. You pause. The ball has energy, but you want to move it around. Sometimes you got to pass up a good shot for a great shot. Sometimes you want to give the ball up to somebody just to get them going. You know what I'm saying? And the Spurs need to do a better job of doing that, as opposed to just coming down, like you said, Reddy Kevin, taking those quick shots. Like, I understand what Ms. Johnson is talking about, but like you said, you can't play like that against a team like the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? You can play like that against OKC because they like to run up and down too.
Question. Out of the three of y'all, what did y'all say when the Knicks hired Mike Brown and when they fired Thibodeau? That's the first question. Then what y'all felt about them hiring Mike Brown? Because I hear a lot of motherfuckers backtracking these days that said the Knicks was stupid. The Knicks don't know what they doing. Why would you fire a man that took them to 2 back-to-back NBA Eastern Conference championship, right? And he had the Knicks in the playoff 4 years in a row. Why would you fire a man like that? Okay, first and foremost, I'm going to say this and I'll let y'all say what y'all have to say. First and foremost, Thibodeau is the coach killer. We got about 7 players that was young that are on other teams contributing, starting or coming off the bench for these teams and playing significant minutes of ball, right? Thibodeau hardly ever played these guys. He dragged Brunson and all of them for minutes and minutes after minutes, even when they was losing by double figures, still had him out on the court. But then people said, why did we fire him? I heard a Knicks fan that is big time in talking sports say that they were stupid. But now he's all on Mike Brown's job. And if you want to find out what's really going on in the series, Mike Brown's just a difference maker. He know how to bring the players in at the right time to offset what San Antonio doing. And that's what I'll be doing. I'll be studying what's going on from the coaching staff on down to the water boy. If he bringing the motherfucking water out right, if he give them their shit when they need it or whatever, you know? All right.
Listen, man, the boy doing a hell of a job, but don't be sitting here campaigning for no goddamn coach of the year. Calm down, Chief. Calm down, man.
Well, I'll say this.
Nah, he's doing a great job.
I wasn't a fan of Tibbs. Not that he's not a good coach, but I saw it sent from Chicago to Minnesota, even with the Knicks. Like, he runs his players to the ground. And I understand that's his style, but if you adapt, you evolve, or you die. You know what I'm saying? Like that coaching style is not going to work. And what he was doing was you expecting too much out of your starters, and then when you need to go to the bench, you don't got nobody to go to. You know what I'm saying? You see what Mike Brown's doing. Mike Brown's going like 9 or to the 9th, sometimes 10th guy off the bench, and that's not. Tibbs would not go past 7. He would not go past 7 people.
Nah.
And he was just like, this is going to be what it is. So bringing in somebody like Mike Brown, I was a fan of, because you looked at it, he never won a championship as a head coach, but he was the assistant coach on a lot of championship teams. So I thought that was a good thing, because he's going to be able to manage the players a little bit better. I mean, yeah, the guys say that they like Thibodeau, but you remember, Chief, there was a point in time in the year when Bridges was even saying like, yo, we kind of playing too many minutes. Like, I thought some of the other guys off the bench could have came in and gave us a little breather, and everybody was talking bad about Mikal Bridges when he said that. But I mean, the truth is truth.
Right.
Listen. The Knicks, they better not come out flat too emotional high on these 2 wins. You know what I'm saying? Because the Spurs right now, they desperate for a win. They need a win. And you watch Wemby put up 22 points in the second half, right? So clearly he figured out a way, okay, you know what, I'm finna go ahead and get my shots. And he ended the game on it. He missed one bad shot. I had a great look, missed that shot that would have won that game. We having a whole different conversation after that. Best believe he finna take that momentum into game 3.
If I could, shoulda, woulda, huh?
He needs to.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yeah,
he is the reason they lost game 2. He's the reason they lost. He turned the ball over, and then he fouled Jalen Brunson, put him on the line, and then he missed a shot.
We remember the play.
Right. So, and then there was another sequence where I thought, when I knew the Knicks was going to win, I forget who it was that made the block. Somebody who made that block that led to an Anunoby 3, Chief?
It was Bridges.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges. Yeah. He made a block on the layup. You thought the layup would have been uncontested, but he didn't quit. And then it went the other way. Anunoby hit a 3. That's when I was like, oh, the Knicks going to win this game. And then also my power started acting up. So I was like, yeah, I couldn't watch game 1 because of power. And then I was wondering, should I even watch game 2? But anyway, look, man, we got about 30 minutes left in the show. We got
to make a comment about Brown.
Yeah.
Hey, Brown deserved the opportunity, and I don't want to get canceled by saying this. Can we get all black coaches?
True that.
Simple as that.
I'll go with that.
For sure.
Go with that. I definitely go with that, because it seems like the brothers bring out the best of these players. Look at Mike Brown when he took over for Steve Kerr with the Golden State. Took him to the championship. Then Steve Kerr bring his big ass back in to go and win the championship. But that was Mike Brown that got them together and played some good ass ball, man, in the playoffs.
What up, guys? I'm flying right there.
Hey, yo, Michael, man, I got to take care of some things, man. But I appreciate this, man, coming on, ready, Kev. Good luck, man. However it go, bro. You know, it's 2 good teams, man. That's all.
Hey, Chief, before you leave, man, let me tell you something, man. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Okay. It ain't over. It ain't over. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, don't tell nobody, man. But can we get a payment plan on that? Don't tell nobody now. Between you and I.
We'll work on it, man. But hey, yo, man, y'all have a good morning, man. Y'all stay blessed. And tomorrow, man, you know, y'all want to come on the show, let me know. I'll send you the link. And y'all have a good one, man.
All right, Chief.
All right, bro.
So look, man. My bad. I got a text from my calling me during the show. So we got 30 minutes left in the show, man. We got to talk some NFL, man. Myles Garrett getting traded to the goddamn Rams. The Jared Verse, then they gave him a Jared Verse, a 1st round pick, a 3rd round pick, and a 5th round pick. How the league let this happen, I don't know. But Mo, this is your division. I want you. I'm damn near.
Say that again. I was pushing buttons.
Myles Garrett traded to the Rams for Jared Verse.
You know I don't want to talk about that.
Third round pick and the fifth round pick. That's what I'm saying. This is your division. So, number one, how did Shanahan let this happen? But how did the league let this shit happen?
That's number 1, 2, and 3. But you let it happen because it can happen. It's the NFL, man. And it's like right now, the Rams, they sniffing that. They know that we just this far away from another one. And I'm happy for Myles Garrett, man. I mean, look where he come from. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's purgatory for great players. You don't want to be there. So I'm happy for him, but I'm disgusted. I'm pissed off. As a 49er fan, I mean, that shit hurt. That hurt. That's all I got to say about that. I ain't got nothing. Kev? I've been crying about that for a week.
What you got, Rated Kev, on the Myles Garrett trade?
Hey man, this happens a lot, man. Look, you might say it's unfair, but it has happened in the past. Teams have built super teams before. It don't guarantee a Super Bowl, but it guarantees dominant play. Your boy even coming out of retirement now because of this trade. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, it's part of the league. You gotta look at, this guy was just suffering, in my opinion, in Cleveland. Now he feels free. Now he has the opportunity to do what he, been wanting to do since he was little league. Win that championship. You know what I'm saying? And now he has a legitimate chance. Doesn't guarantee anything. We looking at it on paper and saying it's a wrap, but it ain't a wrap. It's not a wrap. So I actually like it because I want to see the guy play in significant games where he can make a difference and not just put up stats, because that's all he was doing in Cleveland, was just putting up stats. He wasn't making a difference because the team was trash. Now when he makes that sack, when he makes that forced fumble, it's going to mean more. Mm-hmm. And it's going to make the league more exciting because with his play is going to be more efficient. Not more efficient is a bad word, more effective. So I'm actually happy for the trade. I'm glad for him. And what will Cleveland do now with all this draft capital they got? You know what I'm saying? Maybe they could do something. So it could be a win-win. You know what I'm saying? Look at look what Dallas did when they traded Herschel, right? They built a dynasty off of it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. We'll see. I actually like it because it doesn't affect me at all.
Right.
It does affect me because I love football. I love competition, and it just raised the level of competition. You know what I'm saying? And again, not to be redundant, it gives me the idea of it's an intriguing idea of what Cleveland can do with all this draft capital. So I love
Cleveland, though.
Pull P&P's message back up that you just flashed up there a second ago. All right. She says, is this the same GM that didn't want Shedeur Sanders? That trade is like finding out Bentleys went on sale for $2,500 yesterday. You just missed it. What if Aaron Donald returns too? So that's Aaron Donald is scary, talking about coming out of retirement. I will say this, Mo, you touched on it, pause. I'm happy for Myles Garrett. I am happy for Myles Garrett because think about it. He broke the sack record last year playing on a team that won 5 games, right? So you're playing for a team that barely ever has the lead. Now you're going to be playing. Now you're going to play for a team that often has the lead. So teams are going to have to pass the ball. Now you're going to be able to really, really shot. He should be able to shatter the sack record. On the other hand, if Aaron Donald comes back and he plays for the Rams again, he might be able to break the damn sack record because they're going to be doing a lot of double teaming on Myles Garrett. And now Aaron Donald's going, is pick your poison. 6 and 1, had half dozen else. Who you going to double team? They're going to double team Myles Garrett because he just broke the sack record, just won Defensive Player of the Year, and Aaron Donald ain't played in a couple years. Even though he's been training a lot of guys for like the past 2 years. He still works out every day. But like you said, it doesn't guarantee them anything. It really doesn't. I mean, I root for a team who once upon a time we had a quarterback named Vince Young, and when he got to the team, he said, oh, it's like I woke up and I woke up and we was on the dream team. And that didn't work out well for us. You know what I'm saying? So on paper, people were already picking the Rams, to be ahead of the game. And they just traded for a cornerback from Kansas City. And you already know about the Rams. They motto is F them picks. And that's a good motto to have when you're looking at it. Like, first of all, Les Snead is looking like, I might not even be around here for them draft picks to develop. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for right now. Mm-hmm. Right now. If a couple years down the line, the cupboard is empty and we got to reset, rebuild, so be it. And they went a long time without having picks, and they got a Super Bowl out of it, and that's what they're going for again. So right now, you look at what happened with them in Seattle. They lost 2 of the 3 games against Seattle. They're in the same division. They split the regular season, and then lost to them in the playoffs. And I think this right here is for them. Now, somewhere, Lamar Jackson is happy as hell. Joe Burrow is happy as hell. And old ass Aaron Rodgers is happy as hell to get Myles Garrett out that goddamn division. They don't have to worry about him. But like you said, Raider Kev, like the plays that he makes are not going to be just for nothing. They're not going to be just for stats. Now they're going to lead towards victories. Now they're going to lead towards, potentially having the number 1 seed. You know what I'm saying? Now they're going to mean something. It's not just all for nothing. Okay, P&P says, true, Myles Garrett deserves a chance at real success. Every quarterback in the NFC North, what she said, we have to do 3-step drop backs or boom, you're done. And that's true.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's true. So I mean, that's the NFC West. That's the NFC West. So yeah, you look at Brock Purdy. Who the hell gonna be starting for Arizona at quarterback? Jacoby Brissett probably. And I don't know, man. That division just
they might have locked that shit up because I mean it's look, man. That's a dangerous situation, especially if Aaron Donald does come back. I mean it's a lot of wear and tear on, like she said, every quarterback in the NFC West because he finna come out there excited, bro. Mm-hmm. You've been in you ain't never been in a situation like this. You see what he was able to do. Like you made a good point about, playing from a deficit. And now you in an advantageous situation most of the time.
Right.
Man, that boy finna act a fool, man. He finna act a fool.
Ryan had pulled up a stat on 2 Live Stews the other day, and he broke the sack record with less opportunities than TJ Watt. TJ Watt had tied the sack record with Michael Strahan. I think Michael Strahan had like 500 and something passing down snaps. TJ Watt had like 300 and change, and had like 400 and change, and I think Myles Garrett did it with like 300 and change. So for him to actually have, like you said, for him to be on the team that the teams are going to have to throw the ball against, he's going to have every opportunity in the world to break his own sack record moving forward. And now we're looking at maybe being able to track down that all-time sack record.
Mm-hmm.
And we had another trade. Man. Philadelphia Eagles trade A.J. Brown to the New England Patriots.
You happy, right?
That's what you wanted.
Nah.
Come on, how you feel? How you feel?
I am pissed the fuck off. I'm pissed the fuck off. Like, I understand why it happened. You know what I'm saying? And then as we find out, A.J. Brown came out and admitted to being one of the people who was leaking stuff to the media about the Eagles in the locker room, but he said he was trying to do it to get some spunk to the team, yada, 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 yada. Him and Jalen Hurts used to be best friends. Jalen Hurts didn't even go to his wedding. I don't even know if he was invited to the wedding. But, I mean, I'm from the school like, yo, if I'm Howie Roseman, if I'm Nick Sirianni, I'm putting these two in a room. I'm throwing in some headgear, some mouthpieces, and a set of gloves. Y'all figure this shit out. Y'all go ahead and duke this out, and then we moving forward. But I'm not happy with it, man. He was like our best player, man.
That shit different, though.
Like
If you Jalen Hurts, what you doing in that situation? Like, come on, man.
Jalen Hurts wanted him gone.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, outside the facility, outside the locker room, you and AJ Brown, y'all at a bar. How that conversation going down? We was boys. We was closer than that. I mean,
right.
You know, I mean, is it that deep? You know,
it is.
Or you just like, you know what? I'm just done with you. I ain't got to deal with you no more. Or is that somebody that you want to piss on your hand and slap him in the face with it?
I believe that's what it turned to, because I don't know how true this is, but there's reports that come out to say that back when we still had Hassan Reddick, that Hassan Reddick and AJ Brown both had the same side piece. So, well, I don't know if it's Hassan's side piece. I don't know if he married or not, but and AJ just got married, so I mean, he probably was just dating. But AJ found out that Hassan Reddick was smashing his side piece, and he went to Jalen Hurts and said something about it. And Jalen Hurts was like, man, I ain't got time to worry about that. Like, I'm trying to win games over here. And I think that's when the rift between them started initially. And then you got
like
stuff that's going.
That sounds like some real Gen Z stuff right there.
For real.
Stop it, man.
And then you got what's going on the field with AJ Brown not getting the ball to his likings, and so I'll say this realistically. I'm happy for AJ Brown, right? Because we can call it selfish, we can call it whatever we want to, right? However, when you feel like you're a Hall of Fame talent and you want to try to get to the Hall of Fame, you're going to need stats to do it. You're going to need numbers to do it. And though he had his best years as a pro in Philadelphia, the last couple seasons, the production has went down. I mean, just the amount of targets that he's getting has went down. So he got the ring already. He got the ring. He got paid. He got 2 contracts in Philadelphia. So he got the ring. He got the money. Now it's about going out and trying to be a Hall of Famer, man. I want to have a legacy. I don't want to just be, I was a part of a Super Bowl team, and yeah, Jalen, you go off and become a Hall of Famer, and I don't get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So I understand. The man needed stats. So I'm not mad at him. I'm mad that it just couldn't work out. You know what I'm saying? At the way that it got, as bad as it got, everybody's being asked questions about the shit every week, week in, week out. If we lose the game, it's AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts. So, I mean, I know there's a thing called addition by subtraction, but there's also subtraction by subtraction. I don't see how Philadelphia gets better on offense. Now, if we go back to being a team that's going to run the ball all the time, then I'm glad we got rid of AJ, because he was just going to be a distraction. He was just going to be on the sideline reading books.
Here's the question, because you're not going to get any worse because of AJ Brown not being there, because, I mean, you saw, what happened last year. But you a player that you still consider AJ to be in his prime?
Yes.
Potentially. So you're making a parallel move, right? You go into a team that's, a little bit different from the situation you're leaving from, but, playoff team. Hell, just went to the Super Bowl. But now, what do you expect from AJ, and what do you expect from New England? Because you got this player that's in his prime, one of the best receivers in the league, and you're in a good situation, right? So
I'm expecting AJ to go for 1,500 at least.
Ooh.
Right? It's high. He had 2 seasons with 1,400 in Philadelphia, and we're primarily a running team. Now you're going to a team with your offensive coordinator is Josh McDaniels. You got a young quarterback who just finished second in MVP, just went to the Super Bowl. You're playing for the coach who drafted you out in Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I expect AJ. Okay, so the year we won the Super Bowl, AJ Brown had like an 11-game stretch where he had like over 130 yards. And there was times that people were saying, is AJ Brown the MVP? So I'm expecting him to go. He's replacing Stephon Diggs. And I expect him to have a hell of a season. I expect him to he's got to go for at least 1,500. Number one, or he ain't gonna be happy. Number two, or people gonna look at him and be like, you should have stayed where your ass is at in Philly. Now, I also found out that he's a lifelong Patriots fan. Like the nigga was really playing for Philadelphia and had a freaking Patriots rug in his man cave. So,
that's
I mean,
weird.
At the end of the day, man, yeah. I mean, I'm not happy with it. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for us because we moving on from it. But I wish it was the way it could have worked out.
Who won this situation, Kev?
Fish. First of all, I have so many thoughts. Okay, let me start off by saying this. One, we as old heads, we think about not playoff football. When we think about football, we define roles. Okay, we need a number one wide receiver, and we just let our number one wide receiver walk out the door. That's the way we look at it. That's not the way football is played.
Right.
What you need options. You need viable options that put pressure on these defenses. Okay, so just because this guy is perhaps on the cusp of being a Hall of Fame wide receiver doesn't mean that his loss is a bad thing. I think his loss is a great thing for Philly. When do you ever read a book in the middle of a playoff game and think that's okay? He's a huge distraction, man. Listen, put it like this. If you're the quarterback, and okay, you say that was your boy, right? And your boy is upset. What's in your head? I got to get my boy the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So now are you forcing it?
And
or are you playing free? Or are you playing free to make the right play? No. You see what I'm saying? Philly is not devoid of talent at the wide receiver position. Can we put a definition on who's number one? You actually can if you really wanted to. But what my point is, football is a game of making the right play, not feeding the number one. That's old school way of thinking. You just want to make a play. And now Hurts has an opportunity to make the right play instead of trying to feed somebody because he don't want to see him doing a coloring book on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Addition by attraction is a thing. And I think that's what we're looking at. Now, do I want AJ to be successful in New England? Yeah. I like the dude. I don't like his antics sometimes, but I like the dude. I ain't got no problem with him, right? And if he do well over there, that's fine. But you as a Philly fan, I think you should be elated. I think you should be jumping off. Hey, good riddance, man. I don't need distractions like this. I need playmakers. Give me a playmaker. That's what I want. I don't want no whiner. I don't want nobody that has to be fed. I want somebody that's going to play the role, block for our dude. You know what I'm saying? Turn that 10-yard into a 30-yarder. You know what I'm saying? And let's go win some football games. Isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? Winning football games? Not feeding stats?
Yeah.
And that's what AJ has been his whole career. Now I ain't gonna say his whole career, but that's what he evolved into. He wants his stats to be fed. Hey man, I want to win football games. I can't be a championship wide receiver and whine. You got to go.
You know who he reminds me of? He is the NFL equivalent to me of Kevin Durant, because after we won the Super Bowl, he came out and said, yeah, it was cool to win the ring, but, I really feel better when I'm out there and I'm dominating my opponent. And we remember when KD won in Golden State, he was like, yeah, I thought I would have felt, more happy about winning the championship, but it really don't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
right.
It's like, dude, what you play the game for? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I agree. We could be better from this because, like you said, Jalen Hurts doesn't have to worry about hearing him chirp in the huddle. He don't have to worry about answering questions about him. Now he can just go out there and play freely and find an open guy, and you're not gonna have to worry about bitching and moaning and all that good stuff. But I love AJ, man. I still got love for AJ, man. You know what I'm saying? Just I wish it could have worked out, but it didn't. So I say this. When I watched the draft and I saw us draft Mekhi Lemon in the first round, I'm like, okay, cool. It made me feel better about the fact that we were going to lose AJ, but still I was hoping against hope, like, yo, what the Patriots don't give up what they say they were going to give up, and we ended up keeping them. But I think that would have been a bad thing. However, I don't know. What I'm mad about with Howie Roseman is like, we got a fucking 2028 first round pick. Like, what is that? Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I don't know. We got a first and a fifth. I mean, we traded a first and a third to get them. We won. We went to 2 Super Bowls, won, and we got a first and a fifth in return. So I'm not mad. We got a decent return on our investment, right? However,
you didn't want a 27 pick, no way. I mean, hell, they just come off the Super Bowl. Let it give them time to suck, and maybe that pick might mean a little more.
We don't need no time. We don't need. Well, yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying though. This will be the year that you want, because you might think, okay, they're gonna have a Super Bowl hangover.
They just got AJ. They finna go out there and play with that new toy they got and see what they can come up with. See how many wins they can accumulate.
Yeah,
you better look around that division and look at what's happening.
But they're playing the first place schedule now. They're playing the first place schedule.
Have you seen their schedule?
The last place schedule. I haven't seen the schedule, but I know they're playing the first place schedule. But we talked about this last year. They had the easiest schedule out of all of the playoff teams, and they took advantage of it, and they went to the Super Bowl, but they lost. You know what I'm saying? So now they're gonna get right.
They got the Seahawks starting out the gate. Then they got the Steelers. Then they got the Jags. Then they got the Bills. Then they got them Raiders. Then they got the Jets. Then they got the Bears. Then they got the Dolphins. Then they got the Packers. They're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right.
I see about 4 losses in them first few games you just called out. They'll probably lose to Seattle. Well, I don't know. What's the name?
I don't see where that one loss.
Which team is that?
Seattle.
They might lose to the Bears.
Their first 5 games is you got the Hawks, you got the Steelers, you got the Jags, you got the Bills, and you got the Raiders.
So I see potentially 2.
Potentially
2. The Hawks and the Bills.
But then they get to
damn Raider Kev, you just gonna let us dismiss y'all Raiders like that, dog?
Hey, he know what his team look like. Kev know what his team look like, man. He know what it is with them. He know what it is. Oh, he done checked out.
Oh man, I want to.
He checked out on us.
I want to see what Howie Roseman going to do with that pick, because I'm assuming that he's going to try to do something with it. I don't know. I know the Raiders talking about they're not going to trade Max Crosby, but everybody has a price. Everybody has a price. Now, what I also heard was that the Rams have been trying to get Myles Garrett since like 2000.
Yeah, they've been working on that for a minute.
Yeah, they've been trying to get him since like 2000. It's just that Cleveland wasn't never listening, and it just so happened that Cleveland wanted Jared Verse because Jared Verse is only like 25 years old. So They got a young player in return, and they got a lot of draft picks. So we gonna see what Cleveland gonna do with the draft picks. Like you said earlier, though, it's the Browns, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I want them to do something. I want them to do something good with those draft picks, and I hope to God that they don't use it on the quarterback. That means that Shedeur is going to be their guy, and then they can use that on other pieces around the team to make Shedeur successful. So we're going to see.
This what I wanted to ask you earlier before we get ready to get out of here. It's about time to get some breakfast.
Yeah, but it's time to get out of here.
What and I know I'm just pulling the kid into the conversation, but this move with Cleveland, going back to that trade, like Shedeur Sanders, I mean, I just want him so bad to do well, right?
Mm-hmm.
What, if any, kind of impact is this going to have on this kid? I mean,
none. I mean, like we said, Myles Garrett was getting sacks and forcing fumbles and doing all this stuff on the team that normally play from behind. So you still got Jared Verse. Jared Verse was actually third in QB pressures behind Myles Garrett, and I want to say somebody else, but he was third in quarterback pressures last season. So it's not like you're getting some slouch. You know what I'm saying? You're getting a hell of a player in return. But now you got room to shop for more groceries. You know what I'm saying? So I think
that's what I'm getting at.
Better off.
That's what I'm getting at. What do you put around him now? Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you put pieces around him? Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
You got offensive line, man.
There it is.
You got better offensive line. Yeah. Offensive line, yeah, more weapons. But it could work out for him, man. But Tiffany said it earlier, man. The GM has screwed up multiple times. So do you have faith in him? I don't know. But that's what you have the opportunity of doing right now. Building the offensive line, getting him some more weapons, and Shedeur could shine. Because I think he has the ability. He just didn't have the weapons, he didn't have time. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have the support. You know what I'm saying? The coaching staff. So if you could take what you got out of this trade, take all these gifts and build this team, you can have something to shine. But we're talking about the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah,
that part.
That's it.
That part.
And you always got to come back to that right there.
You
always got to come back to that with them.
Here's what highlights that very fact right here. Y'all gonna laugh at this. Jared Verse wears number 8. Dylan Gabriel just changed his number to number 8. These motherfuckers showed up in practice both wearing number 8.
Yeah.
That lets you know everything you need to know about the team.
Exactly. So, Fish.
But hey, man.
You got one?
I don't want to do it to you, dog. But I got to do it to you, dog. This week's Sister Nancy Award winner goes to none other than the super producer.
Hold on. All right.
This week's Sister Nancy Award goes to none other than the super producer himself, the big bro, Big Mo. Last week on this show, he predicted the Spurs would win in 5. That's already out the goddamn window. But not only that, I made a comment about Jalen Brunson. The man got up and walked off on me. He walked off the set, went to go smoke a cigarette, drink a cup of coffee, do his 1, 2, 3, went to use the bathroom, make a sandwich. He left the show. Bomb. Your prediction is already out the window. Bomb. I can't believe you did that to me. You said I was dumb as hell. You damn near want to take my basketball card away from me, not only for picking the Knicks, but also for what I said about Jalen Brunson. And now, the egg is on your face. Pause. I ain't gonna lay into you too much, Big Mo. Pause once again, but I had to give it to you, bro. I had to. Now, the Spurs come back and win. Look, now he's saying Spurs win 5-1. Oh man. Yeah, we
you cold-blooded for that one.
Yeah, man. I know, man. I had to, man.
Listen.
Hey, man. Sister Nancy has no heart.
Let me say this before we get out of here, man. I still need everybody to understand something. This series is not over. Right now, it looks like the Knicks got a lot to celebrate, and it looks like the Spurs should be scared, worried, concerned, check out, and just stop fighting. But it's far from over, man. It's far from over.
Anything's possible.
I agree. Hey, and man, can you believe what would happen if the Knicks was to blow this? Oh my God.
Yeah. It'd be a riot in New York.
To be honest with you, for the sanctity of New York City, I hope it don't happen. I really hope it don't happen.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about that after game 2. I'm like, yo, if they found a way to screw this up, that would be. I believe if San Antonio found a way to come back and win this series, Chief Rocker would join me and he would trade in his Knicks jersey. I don't see how anybody.
He should.
No, man. Listen, this the problem though. The city finna catch hell either way. If they win, they tearing the city up. They lose, they tearing the city up. I mean, I hate to say that, but listen, it's been a minute since the Knicks been in this situation right here, man. It's been a minute.
2000,
it's been a minute.
2000 season.
And I know I catch hell for my prediction, and I stand on that, even though it's out the window. But I mean, you know, you gotta shout out the Knicks, man. No, I didn't see this type of resilience from this team, man. I didn't. You know, even all the way throughout the playoffs. Once they got here, I figured I was with JB. I think JB said it best. The Knicks have not seen themselves. And And I'm like, okay, it's finna be a problem. Or they gonna fold. But damn, this been a good series, even though they up 2-0.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they hadn't got punched in the mouth yet. They've been doing the punching. So, what you about to say, Randy Cal?
Jelani said it last weekend. He was referring to the Knicks, but it actually happened to us. We saw ourselves, and we didn't know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the point he was making to the Knicks is happening to us. We're seeing elite defense, and we don't know how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? We've been put in positions of pressure, and we don't know how to deal with it. So it's happening to us. But we're going to figure it out. My prediction of 6 is still live. It's holding on.
Still live.
By a train.
Yeah.
But
you gotta pull a Dallas Mavericks.
So we'll be back on more than likely. You good for this Wednesday, Mo?
I have no idea, brother. I'm sorry. I apologize for being the most inconsistent podcaster ever.
Hey, man.
I have no idea.
That's why y'all got to hit that like button. You got to hit that subscribe button, but hit the bell so anytime we go live, man, y'all get that alert. But we'll be back this week, sometime this week. If we don't hit y'all during the week, pause. Then we'll be back on Sunday. But we're gonna try to next Sunday Father's Day too, ain't it?
I think so.
Goddamn sure is. Next Sunday Father's Day, man. So just in case we not on next Sunday, happy Father's Day to both of y'all.
Appreciate that.
I know I say belated. I don't know how to push it forward, but happy Father's Day to both of y'all, man. So we'll be on sometime. Hopefully there's still a series going on. But if we're on Wednesday, that will be game 4. That will be game 4. So, hey, man, appreciate both of y'all. Appreciate everybody watching it. Appreciate everybody joining in the chat room, man. Y'all make sure y'all listen out for them alerts. We also send text message alerts to those that we know. Y'all share the show, like the show, subscribe to the show. And as always, when I pull that piece out, niggas be like, peace out.